Hello and welcome back to yet another Relai tutorial here with me, Joël, from the Relai team. And today I am going to show you how you can actually send Bitcoin from another wallet, let's say an exchange or an already existing Bitcoin wallet, to your Relai wallet, and vice versa. Also how you can send Bitcoin from your Relai wallet to another wallet, something maybe like a BitBox02, one of the best hardware wallets out there. And as usual, you'll see my screen here next to me pop up in a second. And as you can see, there's some things that changed. We now have some sats or some Bitcoin in my wallet in here. I funded it between the videos to show you how you can basically send and receive Bitcoin. As we have stated before, please be careful if you actually do this, because at the end of the day, don't share your public key, private key, only share your public key. You'll find out what that is in a second, and always be careful when it comes to your security aspects of the Bitcoin wallet. Okay. Let's get started with the first example. We want to send Bitcoin from another account. It could be an exchange, it could be another wallet, into your Bitcoin Relai wallet. And that is really simple. All you need to do is actually scroll down a bit on the home screen, hit the blue big plus, and just go into the menu point, receive. And as soon as you do this, you'll see a different screen than previously. We now have the Lightning Network integrated into Relai. I will go into detail what that is in a second. I'll just show you now how to do a proper Bitcoin on-chain transaction as we have known them for the past 15 years at this point. And all you need to do once you basically hit receive is that you will actually need to share this address with your other wallet. If that's an exchange, it could be something like a Kraken, it could be something else like Swissborg if you're out of Switzerland, or whatever exchange conto you've been using, or other wallets you've been using. Maybe you have a different Bitcoin wallet lying around somewhere. You need to share that QR code you're seeing on screen here now, or the address below. As you can see, you can copy the address here. If you click this double icon with the boxes, you can also share this. You can also basically use the QR code as a way if the other wallet has a camera. And with it, you can then send Bitcoin from there to the Relai wallet. Really simple. And you can also see we have a tab above called Bitcoin wallet and Lightning wallet. And if I switch to the Lightning wallet, it looks a bit different. Again, I'll do a separate video. Please make sure to check this one out. As soon as you've shared the address, we actually take one confirmation on the Bitcoin network to accept that the Bitcoin transaction is incoming. You'll also see it in your transaction history, but usually it takes 4 to 6 blocks until the transaction is finally settled. So once you'll see that notification coming in that the Bitcoins have settled, the first block confirmation is there, wait a few minutes again until you see 6 block confirmation. That's when you can really make sure that that UTXO set has been established in your wallet. That's it. That's basically pretty simple how it works to receive Bitcoin. But we also want to make sure that you're actually able to send Bitcoin from your Relai wallet. And I've actually prepared a really special address I'm going to send to today. And I'll make sure to have that ready in the background. All you need to do in the app to send Bitcoin from your Relai wallet is the same thing as you basically did with receive. It's just another menu point. So we go back into the home screen. We'll hit the blue big button, and instead of receive, we'll go ahead and click send. And I will hide a bit the camera here, as you can see, because there are different possibilities of actually sending these Bitcoins. You can actually scan a QR code, which I'll do now, of a very special wallet. I need to be quick enough that you can see who it belongs to, or you can also add the address manually via this white button. I'd recommend to you to get started. The QR code thing is sometimes easier. You know, it's a bit fiddly if you need to copy and paste addresses between different devices. But for sure, if you have the address saved somewhere, you can also paste that manually. But I'll now scan an address. For this sake, I'm going to actually do a small donation to the Bitcoin network. But obviously, if you now have something like a BitBox02, the hardware wallet of choice, we actually also recommend. I'll post a link below where you get 5% off if you want to buy one of those. Please buy the Bitcoin only edition, make sure to get that one. If you actually have that one, get the address there. It's the same principle. You usually hit on receive, you get an address, you can scan it. Once it's ready to scan, you can do what we just did in the Relai app, open up this camera and then scan the QR code. You may have seen it very, very quickly. It did say Satoshi on that address. That is one of the publicly known addresses Satoshi Nakamoto actually used. It's the Genesis address, so it's owned by him, her they, whoever it is, we don't know exactly, right? And it contains the unspendable 50 Bitcoin from the first ever mined block in the Bitcoin network. I'm gonna make sure to double check that one. That seems all right. And I'm gonna hit enter amount. And as soon as you get to that, you'll actually get to a point which I want to focus on today, because this is the reason we implemented the Lightning Network. And I've said Lightning now for the third time, I know. Please make sure to check out that video. Because on-chain transaction with Bitcoin makes sense if you have a larger budget. Let's say you have 100 euros, 100 Swiss francs, or even more, and you want to settle these transactions. That's easy, that's cool, that's doable. And as you can see on this screen, we'll now get to the point where I'm actually need to determine how much I'm gonna send. And I'm gonna do something now, which doesn't really make sense, but I'm doing it for tutorial purposes here. I'm gonna send my entire amount, and as you can see, there's €3.70 left in that wallet. There's not a lot in there, but I'm doing this on purpose to show you why you need the Lightning Network, which we just implemented. I've mentioned it a few times now. Please go and make sure to check out the other video there as well. Okay. If I hit the full amount, as you can see, I'm gonna send €3.70, and you have different options here in the final screen. You'll have the recipient address for sending to, that already works, we already checked that, and you have the BTC network fee. It's now very important to understand how the network fees work in Bitcoin. You have the mempool, which is basically a giant queue with all of the transactions we have broadcasted. We are going to broadcast this transaction now into the Bitcoin network, and once the transactions get approved that actually want to pay a higher fee, they go through quicker, and the other ones have the options to also pay the high fee or to pay a lower fee and wait a bit longer. I'm going to now go down to the slowest possible fee that's being calculated now again, and as you can see, I'm actually almost sending half. I'm sending more than half of what I want to send to Satoshi as a donation in fees. So he's not gonna get €3.70, he's actually gonna get, what is that? €2, that is 170. He's actually going to get 180. So you're going to lose out a lot on that end with the transaction fees. This is just the way Bitcoin has been built. It makes sense to use on-chain transactions for higher amounts, and now with the smaller amounts that you want to also use daily, you have the Lightning Network, and this is the fourth and final time I'm going to tell you to check out that video later where I explain how the Lightning Network actually works. Okay, we've done everything now. It's now ready for us to actually send these Bitcoin. We'll hit send now, and as you can see, we'll get a little welcome screen saying, hey, your Bitcoin's on the way, and therefore you have now completed a Bitcoin transaction. This obviously holds up. I've sent it now to Satoshi. You can also send this to your wallet of choice, whether that be a different Bitcoin wallet, hardware wallet, or wherever those Bitcoin may end up. And with that, we've actually come to the end of the video. Again, make sure to also check out the Lightning Network video to find out how you can actually use Lightning for your own in the Relai wallet. And if you've got questions, let us know below. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.